and other one they say as misgovernance or the maladministration. So these were the next Satara and Awadh. And the Bahadur Shah Zafar was also told that he will be the last emperor. After that, his sons will not be regarded as a king. And what we have learned that the annexation not only affect the ruler, but also it affected the soldiers, craftsmen, and there was a feeling of insecurity. And British was always thinking that they are superior to the Indians. And the last one, now this economic reasons. The East India Company grew at the expense of the people of India. So economic reason, that means it is related to the finance or the money. Okay. So East India Company was growing during that times. So it was not by themselves that how they are growing, in expense of the people of India. And that means this East India Company were exploiting these Indian people and started accumulating huge resources or the huge money. So financially they started becoming strong. Peasants suffered as the land revenue increased, and if failed to pay, they lost their land. So peasants were suffering as land revenue increased, and if they fail to pay, they will have to lose their land. Okay. So if a peasant have a piece of land, so earlier the amount he was paying as a revenue or as a form of tax, it was less. Suppose if it is a 10 rupee, now it is increased to 20 or 15 rupees. So it was very difficult for the peasants to pay this amount. But they said, if you are not able to pay that amount, you will have to lose your land. That means this land will no longer be the part of this person. That means he will lose the control of the land. Producers stopped manufacturing cotton and silk goods as high duties imposed on production. So who will produce things where they will have to pay high tax? If there is a high duties or the high tax is there, so what will be their benefits? If a person is producing some things, maybe, okay, suppose the production cost is 10 rupees, so he can sell this same product with 12 rupees with a 2 rupee profits. Now, if there is a tax is there on it, if there is a 1 rupee tax or 1% tax, what will happen? The production cost will be 10 rupee plus 1% tax, that means 1 rupee, it is 11 rupee. So you can sell at 12 or 13 rupees, at least you will get 1 rupee or 2 rupee profit. But if there is a high duties or the high tax is there imposed, what will happen? The production cost is 10 rupee. Then if there is a high tax, if they put like 50% tax, example, the cost will be 10 rupee plus 5. That means 15 rupee will be the cost. That means now he will have to earn money. That means if he wants to earn profit, at least he will have to sell this product at 17 or 18 or 20 rupees. But now, who will buy or who will purchase this product with this high price? They may get a cheaper product. So it was very difficult for that for this manufacturer. So they stopped producing. Craftsmen and artisans lost the royal patronage and became impoverished. So craftsmen and artisans, they had a loyal patronage. Patronage means the person who support financially. But now what happened? There was no patron who can support these craftsmen or the artisans. So it was very difficult for them to cope up with the situation, and they became impoverished. High posts were reserved for British and also received handsome salaries. So in the like the job sector, what happened? High post, whatever the high posts were there, it was reserved only for the British. That means no Indians were given a high post. And even the salaries also, there was a discrimination while giving the salary. Maybe for the same post, Indians were getting less salary in compare with this British. So this way also there was a discrimination. So let us see what we have learned. So based on that, I am going to ask you one question. You have to answer. Okay. So very easy questions. Name the policy introduced by Lord Dalhousie. Is it not easy? Can you answer? Name the policy introduced by Lord Dalhousie. So what will be the answer? The answer is, just guess. Yes, it's doctrine of lapse. Yes, it is doctrine of lapse. So let's summarize whatever we have learned today in this class. So we have learned about the political reasons. So under these political reasons, we have learned the policy of annexation. So there was two types of annexation. One was peaceful, another one was through war. And the doctrine of lapse by Lord Dalhousie. Economic reasons. Land revenue increased. They increased the land revenue, and it was very difficult for the peasants and artisans, and the discrimination on employment and salaries, as we have discussed how it was discriminatory. So there is an assignment for you. What you need to do at home, you have to do that. Okay. So what is the assignment for you? Write two political and economic reasons for the revolt of 1857. So you have to write these two reasons. Is it okay? Do you understand, students? So if any problem or if you have not understand anything, you can write to me. Okay. Thank you. See you in the next class. Okay, till then, bye. Stay safe and healthy.